Here's your Farm and Ranch report from the Montana Ag Network.
And good morning, everybody. It's time for your Farm and Ranch news. Well, this morning we start with some trade news. That's because China has purchased a large volume of U.S. wheat for the first time since the trade war started. Now, Farms.com reports that Chinese buyers bought 130,000 metric tons of white wheat. Now, since China placed those retaliatory tariffs on U.S. wheat in March of 2018, the U.S. has only exported about 32,000 metric tons of hard red spring wheat and about 8,000 metric tons of soft white wheat. And that's to a private buyer, they say. Industry groups, though, hope this recent purchase is the start of consistent export opportunities for U.S. wheat producers. Now, officials from both countries are scheduled to meet starting today in Washington, D.C. to continue those ongoing trade talks. In some other news, a federal judge has declined to block a Missouri law that bans companies from labeling those plant-based meat products or meat substitutes as meat. The judge said he wouldn't issue a preliminary injunction to stop Missouri agriculture officials from enforcing the law, which says a product cannot be marketed as meat unless it comes from an animal with 2 or 4 feet. The law, which was approved by their legislature last year, gives the Missouri Department of Ag officials the power to investigate and even refer potential violations to the Attorney General's office or even a county prosecutor. Now, some other states with labeling laws include Montana, South Dakota, and Wyoming. Well, stay with us. We'll have more ag news headed your way right after this.
Get ready for fall with this exclusive Cooper Tire offer only from Tire-Rama. Buy a set of qualifying Cooper tires between September 9th and October 19th and receive up to a $100 rebate instantly. Choose from a wide selection of Cooper tires, including the Discoverer SRX, ST Max, STT Pro, and AT3 line, as well as a highly rated CS5. Roll into fall with a new set of Coopers and an extra $100 in your pocket. Visit your neighborhood Tire-Rama or TireRama.com today for more details.
Roots, they anchor CHS to Montana. CHS is your partner for feed, for fuel, for agronomy, for grain. CHS is the largest agricultural cooperative in the world. CHS leads because our owners know this land and know how to make the most of this modern farming world. CHS is your cooperative. CHS, creating connections to empower agriculture.
Well, the gap between the current percentage of U.S. corn and soybeans that has reached maturity and the 5-year average narrowed a little bit last week, but harvest progress for both crops slipped further behind the average pace. That's all according to the USDA's latest crop progress report. Now, spring wheat harvest stalled last week, moving ahead only 1 percentage point to reach 91% complete. 8 percentage points, though, behind the 5-year average of 99%. Here in Montana, 86% of the spring wheat has been harvested versus 97% a year ago. And nationally, 52% of the winter wheat crop has been planted, slightly ahead of last year. But here in Big Sky Country, 49% has been planted versus 56% last year. And with this latest blast of winter weather, who the heck knows now how far we'll be running behind. And finally, Culver's and its Thank You Farmers Project has raised $2.5 million to support ag education since its inception 6 years ago. So far this year, over 400,000 acres has been raised. Now, they say by 2050, the global population is expected to reach 9.8 billion people, meaning we'll have to produce 80% more food than we do today to feed everyone on the planet. Money raised through Culver's supports programs like FFA and others that are educating our country's future agricultural leaders. In fact, we're facing a turning point in agriculture, and the responsibility to feed a growing population falls on all of us, not just farmers, says Joe Koss, president and CEO at Culver's. And he says our guests understand this, and that's why they've helped them to raise money every year to support the future of agriculture. Job well done. That does it from the Ag Desk. Have a great day.